welcome to my very first model kit review and building. So we have here the Murasame Liger. It was delivered here I bought it in Shopee. It was delivered here from about 3 days ago, 2 or 3 days ago. And I bought it from the shop Hobby Wang. I'll just give you the link if you want to buy one. If you're interested, I will give you the link. The tools we need to build one is very first tool is very important is the nippers or the hobby clippers. So use safety glasses, but I don't have one. But be careful on clipping the parts out of the runners. So because this is a model kit, it has runners such like Gundam. Gundam has runners, and you need some nippers to remove the parts. And these are hobby nippers. They're called hobby nippers. They are light nippers. And we have a hobby knife or a pen knife. That's a hobby knife. That's a knife right there. Be careful on using this. It is sharp. And we have tweezers, 2 of them. One is like this and one is a straight one. This is for more leverage. This is for more accuracy. Okay. And we have here a part separator. You could say that as a part separator. I think this is a part separator. Yes, it is. It's a part separator right there. And I don't know how to use it, but let me just search it later. And we have here some either a knife or a cutter to unbox the thing. Unbox this, either knife or a cutter to unbox. So be careful again. I'm using this ones. They're sharp, and we have some files right here. So I have one. This is a very coarse one. I'm not gonna use that. So I'm gonna use other sandpapers, such as this. I think this is a 240 grit. This is a 240 grit. This piece right here. This one. This is a 400. So you need to start on a little coarse sandpaper first, and then you move on to a more finer sandpaper when you are sanding the cut parts or the runners. Okay. So again, those are our tools that we need when building a model kit, a plastic model kit specifically. So parts there, or the tools there. Now we're gonna unbox. I prefer use a knife, but this knife is a bit sturdy than the cutter. So I'm gonna start open this one right here. We're gonna unbox this now. Again, this is from Hobby Wang, okay, from Shopee, and it's only 1,100, but the shipping fee is 100. We'll buy this 1,200, but I found discount, so I just paid 1,160. That's the discount. This arrived when I was unaware. I was sleeping, and then my mom just woke me. And then I woke up. I quickly got my cash payment. Then the rest is history. But we're behind the screen. So this is the box. Murasame Liger. Murasame right there. In the box, as you can see, and it has a decent packaging. It has some tapes, some scotch tapes. It has some scotch tapes and some staplers. Now we're gonna open it at the side. Open it in the side. Using our knife. Carefully using this knife. And we have Murasame Liger. And we move our knife. Then we get the Zoid. Now this is the main thing, which I open it upside down. So this is the Liger. See that? This is the front Liger right there. This is the sword, the Murasame sword. This is SF95001. The first Zoid model kit on the line, and it is taken from the Kotobukiya ZA line. This is the first one actually from the ZA, and it is the first one from Supernova as well. So this is the Zoid model kit of Supernova, inspired by Kotobukiya. And yes, it is a model kit. Unlike Kotobukiya, it is an action figure. It's already built. This one is a model kit action figure. You need to build it. Okay, so build it. Building. Then have that in the front. We have this on the side, right there. The Liger again, and then Liger again. 3 poses, and you can change the armor from blue to teal, or teal to blue. You pick one. I have the teal armor right here. I bought my first Liger actually, but it got broken, so I bought another one. That's why I'm doing this video again. So we have teal armor and then the blue armor. I'll show you later. So again, that is the box. And we need to unbox this to remove the Liger again, or remove the parts from the box, Liger parts. So this is the box right here. This one has holes. Just poke them, and then poke, and then you remove it from the box. Then I forgot that you need a board. Okay, a board when you build your. You need a board. Okay, you build a model kit, and preferably a dish, so that if there is something you need to fix later, just put it right there, and you don't need to go scrambling around. This is the box. There we go. That's the parts I want to see. Now this, and first we have the age. These are the weapons. The weapon number 1, number 2, and number 3. Okay. This is the weapon. The arch one is the weapon attacher. This one, the V one, is the armor, head armor for the Liger. And this one, these things, this blue one, are the eyes. This one are the legs, I think. Yeah, these are the legs and some parts. So this is the runner, D3 runner. Again, this is runner age, D3 runner. letter E, runner. Then the white parts are F, runner, or J, sorry, J. J, runner, J, runner, and then teal. The teal is I, runner, and same one as blue. This is I as well. I blue and I teal. Teal, blue, but the same letter I. So we have letter I here as runner or armor runner, and we have here letter A for the joints, and letter D2 runner for the body, and D1, I think this is D1, another one from the body and some legs. So D1 runner here. Then we have here, yes, we have G and F. I think this is F. There we go. This is F runner, and G runner. So those are the parts. And some parts we have the tail right here. It's a wire. Okay, it is a wire tail. It is copper wire tail, so you don't need to build it like the Kotobukiya ones, the model kit of Kotobukiya. Model kit Kotobukiya ones are plastic, but this is a copper tail. And we have finally some instructions. Of course, you need some instructions so you can build it. Alright, and some water slide stickers that I'm not going to be using because that's not accurate to the show. So that's there, and these are the other parts. So again, this is the instruction manual paper and booklet. It's a booklet. I'm being worried about building this thing again because the first one I broke. The first one. I need to be cautious. Then I added the other board so that it should be not stable. It should be thick enough. So I'm just gonna leave the other parts right over here. So let's start. I'm not gonna build it like this, okay? I'm not gonna build it like about 4 hours. I'm gonna do time lapse, so I'll see you later. hour of building and patience. We have the result. Murasame, Liger, Supernova, ZA line is a hard work, well paid time, well paid hard work. It took a lot of time, it took a lot of patience and strength as well. It's very, very hard. Really good. This one, so tiny. This is again 172 scale. 1/72 scale. It is from Supernova again. Then my reviews on this specific Zoid model kit. It is a hard to build model kit because since it is a third party figure, it is quite difficult to put the plastics together, but it fits well somehow. It fits well. It is good. The plastic feels good. It's not that cheap. It is cheap, but it is good for beginners to start your first model kit. And since we're talking about this specific model kit, I'm gonna tell you that there are some issues that you need to fix so that you may play with this properly. So there are some minor issues. So some parts might break, so you need to be careful on putting them. Do not force them. You may see some what should we call this? Some gaps, some little gaps, but forget about them. You can fix them later or sometime. But yeah, in order to do this, you need to take a break every once in a while, because if you do not take a break, you're gonna be tired and exhausted and you're gonna be frustrated. So you don't want that. You want to have a perfect model kit and a perfect mood to build a model kit. And in this specific model kit, it's hard to build, yes, but it's worth it. It's great. You need to take your time putting those parts, and you may see a little gap, just a tiny gap, just 0.01 millimeter, but you can go along with that. That's normal with some toys. And this one, again, we have the instruction manual and the box right here. I'm gonna put this away first, and this instruction manual says, it is like this. There are some kind of issues right there. Oh yeah, this one. You may see that one as D25, but you will see it, or you will get it as D2 number 2, I think. And you just find the piece. You can see the picture. You can see the picture here. There are some differences. So just have a very sharp eye and discernment. Now the parts are complete. Don't worry. And we have that. Very good printing. I have really no major issues with this, but with the attacher, let me see it. With this one, in the specific attacher, this one, the arch one, this one at the back of the Liger, this arch, this one I need to file it before putting this cube, this square right here, this cube. before I put the cube right there, the sliding cube, see that? Kind of hard. Yeah, it slides, as you can see. I'll just rotate it so that you may see how it slides. Yeah, like that. It slides up and down, side to side right here. So in order to do that, because this is a tight fit arch, you need to file it down with some very coarse filing, like the one that I used in my tools. You need to use about 100 grit or 150 grit file, and you file it down until you test it. You test it, get the cube, and then you test it how it moves. Do not close it yet. You test each one. You test each arch. Then, when it's already perfect for your preference, okay, you may put it now. And as well, you need to file the cube, the one that you insert. This one, the one below of the cube, and file those down. The arch right here, file it like that, and the other one as well on the inside. So that's just my issue as well. That's just my somehow issue. And this one as well. This one tends to stop the sword, but you can file it down a little bit so you may have a little larger gap for your sword to go up. So since I can really, oh, there we go. Yeah. That is the sword right there. That's just my issue. And then the overall figure, it is good. It functions very well if you do what I did. Here you have the sword. It goes very well. And also the thing, what you call this? The connector as well. The small thing. You need to file that down. The circle of that square. Here we go. You put it right here, right? You put the sword right on the top. So you need to file that down as well. The circle on the top of the square, you need to file that down, the hole. File the hole. Just file the hole, and then until it becomes a little wider, and then you put the thing as well. And then this little one, you file as well the hole on the top, so that when you put this to, it will not break, because it is very tight. So you need to file it a little, just a little, and you're good to go. And that's all, I think. That's all my issue. That's all my issue there. And the eyes, be careful on putting the eyes. You might be confused on putting the eyes, but you just need to remember that the eyes, okay, it narrows down. The sharp ones are the front, the back ones are the thick ones. So just look at the picture carefully. Don't rush yourself again. Don't rush yourself. You may see it confusing on the first one, but trust me, if you take your time, you have a little rest, and with a clear mind, you can build this perfectly. Unlike what I did last time, I rushed it, and yes, I finished it within 5 hours, but it was not worth the wait. But this one, when you have patience, remember, when you have patience, you are patient to do your work, you are patient to wait and gain some strength, you will do your work at its best. Okay, rest is a must. Remember that rest is a must. Always being reminded by that by my leaders. So we need to rest. Now now understand the importance of rest. So resting is very good. So you need to rest, eat a lot of carbs while you're building this, because you need a lot of carbs, you need a lot of energy, and protein as well, because your hands will get tired on pushing those little parts and nipping those parts on the runners. So my thoughts on this figure: very cool design, somewhat accurate to the show. The only thing that is not that accurate is this black one, because this should be white. Okay, and as you can see in the show, it is white and blue, but I bought this in clear version so that you are seeing it as clear and blue clear. So I just bought it clear because there are no stack of the original version, which is the opaque one. The opaque version is similar to this, but yeah, basically plain white and plain blue, plain yellow. That's it, plain black as well. And that's all to this figure as well. And also the eyes are different from the original one. The original one has a reddish color. It's a reddish color eye, and that's all to that color scheming. It's very good. The original one is white and blue, but this one is clear and blue, clear yellow, and the eyes are different. They are blue. Now, my thoughts on the movements of the tail. The tail is wired. It is a wired tail. Articulation very tight, so you're not gonna worry about posing this. It's a very good tight fit pose. We have some pistons right here, some finer details. Some pistons right there. Some very cool feature. And the cockpit, the pilot thing, can be opened like that. Can be opened, just like on the show. There we go, just like that. It's open like that, just like on the show, and then close it, just like on the show. Very good, show accurate for the movements, not that accurate for the skull. The color scheme. Color scheme, not that accurate, but very good color scheming right here. The movements, very accurate. The design, very accurate as well. The sword is a little bit long, in my preference, in my point of view. I think it is a little bit long, but later we'll talk about that later. So we have this, the mouth, it opens and closes. The mains just on the side and the bottom, nothing on the top, aside from the cockpit that I showed you earlier. And the paws, it moves just like a normal swivel, since it is a ball joint. You can swivel it and pivot the joints, pivot the paws, and this one's move wherever the red dot is. For example, the red dot is right here, the red dot, those moves. But other than those, they do not move. And this one as well, they move, okay? But those who don't have red dots, they do not move. So this is a great model kit, in my opinion, okay? Because it is a show accurate somehow. Show accurate. It relieves the nostalgia from Zoid's Genesis when I was a kid, from I think a GMA 7 or Channel 5, I don't know. But it is a good nostalgia lane toy, nostalgia lane, and reminds me of my youth. I remember watching it and being crazy about it. And now I have it in my hands, the Zoid. Now, in terms of the sword, okay, what else? We're done with the legs, the body, the body before the sword. The body can extend, actually, there we go, can extend and can contract. Extend and contract, there we go. And the body can twist as well, like that. Can twist, like that, twist. Move side to side. See? Now, have that done. Body. Now, the weapons. Are we done? We're done with the hind legs, the front legs, the head. The head moves. Okay, the head moves like that. Everything is ball joints. And as well as the neck, somewhat thing on the neck that you will build up and down. You can do it up and down and side to side. And other than that, let's move on to the weapons. The first weapon, the tail, it has guns, 2 turret guns. Then the chest has 3 turret guns. The sword has a gun as well. You can see it. Those are guns. Okay, it can be transformed as a cannon. Cannons. Particle cannons? No, it's just the cannons. Cannons, 2 turret cannons, and this is the sword, the main thing. The Murasame sword. So you can extend it like that. You can extend it. See, make it longer, shorter, longer. You can extend the sword as long as that. It's very wide. It's almost very wide. Yeah, it's wide. It's almost twice, I think, twice or 1 thing of the Liger. Yep, it's 1 size of a Liger. So, but this is the main blade. It's just the extension, so you can contract it, do it however you want. Then you move it side to side, up, right there, and side. That's it for the sword. And for the rotation, it can rotate like that. It can rotate, 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 rotate. Counterclockwise and clockwise. And now for the cannon, you can put this down. Put this down first, then put this down, and then there you have a cannon. Somewhat hard cannon, hard sword for the Liger. You have the sword there, it's tucked in, okay, it's tucked in, it is not unused. You can use the cannon like that. So, final thoughts on this figure. It is great, and it's one of my favorite Zoids in my childhood. Other than that, price, within 1,200 pesos, you can have this. The next one will be the Hayate Liger. I will show you the picture right here. There's the Hayate Liger, and that will be our next review. Now, thank you for watching. Thank you for freaking staying. We're right here and staying and watching still. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know why you do this to your life. Watching a retard reviewing his toy. And I'll see you on the next toy review. God bless you. Bye bye. Shalom.